Right. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just carry on. I'll take over when everybody.
Awesome. Celevista, how you doing, sir? Celevista, how you doing? Are you there? Celevista, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm great. I'm doing fine. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sure, I can hear you. How far
Okay,
has your
so
awesome?
I'm I'm doing great. Though I've not been feeling too well for this past few days, but I'm quite fine. Though I'm still in college and I have tests and exams coming back to back, so I've been studying like crazy, and but generally I'm quite fine. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, awesome. I can relate to back-to-back reading. I can relate to, but I'll just advise you take very good care of your health. Exactly. Please do take very good care of your health. Take rest at due time. Eat well. That will help a lot. And when you feel very tired, just make sure to sleep. Yeah, just take very good care of yourself. It's nice to know that you're fine. All right. Let's go straight to D1.
Thank you.
Yeah, D1. How you doing, sir?
Yeah, Jim. Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm fine. Thanks for asking. How is everybody doing too?
Yeah, everyone is fine. Thank you. So, I do have issue pronouncing this name. Erina, how you doing, ma'am?
Hi,
Oh,
I'm well. It's Erin. Yep, Erin R.
hey,
I'm doing good. Happy to see everybody. Happy Monday.
Erin, I will keep that in mind. I'll make sure not to mispronounce the name again. Thank you very
No,
much.
no worries.
Yeah, awesome. And by the way, I love your last presentation of list of DAOs. It was very wonderful. Nice to see your face. Nice to see how you and John championed it. Well done.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we're stoked to be here.
Yeah. King, what's up, man? How you doing, sir?
Yeah, GM, everyone. I'm good. I'm good. Well, the week has started and it's been good so far. Yeah, really glad to be here.
Oh, awesome. Mike Hill, how have you been, sir? Mike Hill.
GM, how are you all doing?
Yeah, fine. Thank you, sir. We're fine. Awesome. So now that okay. Oh, sorry. I won't miss you, sir. Ernest, how have you been doing, sir? And awesome. And by the way, have you gotten your bus painted and have you gotten it back? Wow. I didn't know painting take that long process. Awesome. Nice. I guess I didn't miss anyone. I've been able to go through everyone. So let's go to what we have on our agenda. I guess from the governance side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Miss me,
Okay.
Sorry.
GM, everybody, Tarun Okon. Hope you guys are cool.
Yeah, we are doing well, sir. We are doing very fine. Thank you for speaking up. Anointing, you're about to say something.
Yeah, you said you didn't miss anyone, but you obviously didn't say anything on your own. You kept asking questions. So I don't know if you're doing well as well.
Oh, yeah, thank you very much. I'm doing very fine. Although, like, I could relate with, I could relate with. Okay, are you saying something, Arena Kron?
I said that's cool. That's a wonderful observation from Anointed.
Okay, yeah, I could relate with Celevista. It's been back to back reading. But my day has been fine. I've been happy, being in the DAO and seeing everybody despite their work life and everything, still vibing together and making the meeting time. It's something to be happy about. I've been fine. Thank you very much, Ananti. Thank you very much. Awesome. So let's go straight to what we have on our agenda from the governance side. until before Crown joined. Our coordinate the sign up form stopped. The sign up form closed around 4 p.m. UTC. So we had that was when the sign up form closed, and our location has started already. It started 5 p.m. UTC. So and it's going to run through till 11th of December. We'll make sure to pass out reminders for folks to make sure to allocate their gifts to people they feel like has been very active and has been working in the DAOLationship Guild. And rolloaders payments will actually be set up today before today ends. Okay, today actually road payments will be set up today, and probably in few days you should get your pay. Is there any other thing? No other thing from the governance side. There's no other thing from the governance side.
In
Crown, do
few
you have anything
few
to add?
hours.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, nothing much to add. You've covered it all already. For the governance side, folks should allocate their gifts, and the role payments will be done after the call. The role payment salary will be done after the call. So we can go on with the agenda.
By the way, thank you very much, Ernest, for sharing your screen. Thank you very much. Awesome. So let's move straight to education coordination updates.
Thank you so much, Rita from Crown, for the great work and efforts you guys have been putting in, as well as everyone that is joining today. So, but I want to really express, do I say gratitude, or I just want to express how happy I am to, be a part of the team that makes it all happen. Having people join us this past weeks, we've done 3 weeks already. Been so encouraging, and seeing the changes that are associated with the sections that we've been holding. We've done education sections around building intra-guild relationships and cross-DAO relationships as well. And I've really seen, I don't know, but for some reason I'm some sort of mind reader, and I don't know, it's some sort of social skills. I've seen the changes and the effects, positive, that come with these sections we are holding. So with that being said, we will be hosting a relationship education section on how to use the diplomat systems for transparent collaboration here in BanklessDAO and in different organizations as well. So I've attached the Discord RSVP link, so you can get yourself RSVP to this. You get the notification to join us tomorrow here in the voice channel by 2 p.m. UTC. Of course, we'll be recording as well, and we'll be that. I'll be sharing the slide. Thank you for time. And of course, you can, get yourself busy with the replay. I personally have done the replay a couple of times after Ernest had streamed them on YouTube. It's now super, super easy, to grab some popcorn and, of course, some ice cream, sit down, listen to them. And, it can be super helpful. You can pin them, you can archive them as well. Anytime you need information that could be useful to you, you can refer to them, as well as you want to do some education work with them. You can go as far as getting a lot of information from here that can be super helpful and easy for you. I'm saying from a standpoint of experience, having information like this are super helpful. That being said, you may just have to check out the Notion link that I've dropped here. Let me just grab that. I copied them, so you can view our calendar page, as well as what we are doing, the topics that we are covering, and all of that. And then the most important part is having the community feedback, having getting to know what topics are the most important to the relationships and leaders as well. What do you want to learn? What do you want to get enough information about? And what are those things that you would love us to cover? Just feel free to ping me in the channel as the case may be, or even in my DM. Even if you have a rough topic that you would want us to cover, feel free to add them as well as that being said. That's just it. And then last but not the least, please you know, come join us tomorrow. That's just going to be very super interesting moments tomorrow because we'll be discussing an extensively. So the biggest icing on the cake is the tooling aspect of the education, DAOLationship education, which involves the CRM. I had originally scheduled with the talent work stream last week, but I had some real life circumstances where I lost 1 terabyte of my jobs as a cinematographer, and it was not easy on me. So I guess we had to reschedule. But that section is probably going to hold this week as well. If not, we'll be diving straight into how to use and develop sort of project-based learning around the CRM where we are you know, get to know a lot of things about the tools we use here in the relationships to build partnership and relationship as well. And then how to schedule demos. There are lots and lots of OG contributors who are willing to help guide us through those parts so that we get entrenched with operations here in the relationships and move forward as a guild. So over to you, Spirit of.
Yeah, thank you very much, Anointing. Please, folks, do join up that section. If Anointing is taking it, if Anointing is championing it, be rest assured that you're going to be getting something detailed, something worth your time. Please just make sure to like RSVP for the event, set up reminder, and make sure to join tomorrow. So Crown will be taking over from here. As I'm actually doing something, I just had to, but I'm still in the call. But Crown will be taking over from here. Thank you, Crown. Up to you.
Yeah, thank you, Spirited. You can go on and start your stuff. So, yeah, back to the agenda. Can we have the next update? I think we have the talent scouts updates next. So, Makil, we are listening. Give us the good stuff.
GM everyone. Yeah, so my update is basically part of the scouts. I don't know. I feel reluctant to give this update because it's still a developing situation, and I feel that could be someone thing. Or if with the absence of any suggestion, let me just basically give the update since they are not around. So I've been following a friend of mine who I met with Twitter, DAO which is sort of some D work. This is a D work, but has some features more than D work. I don't want to give in. I don't want to dive straight into the combo to not to share the alpha with folks. But we are likely going to have the demo session on the 14th of this month. So by then we should get someone that wants to take in the tax. Yeah, by then we should be ready for the demo. So that's basically what I have for folks on the update. That's why I did not put it in the update in Notion because I'm not sure it's okay yet to share that kind of information.
Okay, Makil, thank you very much. We are looking forward to hear more on what is in the pipeline. And is there any other updates from the talent section? Any talent scouts wants to give us any updates? If there is none, Salman is not here, so we don't have the updates from the demos, except if there is somebody that has something to say about the demos or the upcoming demos.
So for sorry to cut you short. For the upcoming demo, we have Synad taking us to Weaver DAO. I'm guessing it's something to do with what Weaver DAO is. So that is what we should be expecting this Wednesday. And for the next Wednesday, we're having the Fragile from that work that will follow, and then another demo. So on Wednesday 14th, we're having 2 demo, but this Wednesday, which is on the 7th, we're having only 1 demo, which will be hosted by Sinat. So I'm pretty sure we all know Sinat here. So that's the update for the demo.
Okay. Thank you very much. I don't think there is any other thing on the agenda for today, except if anybody has any question or something that is unclear to add.
Not either of them. I just have a very person. I've just been thinking what could possibly be the reason why we are not how do I put it again? I'm being very careful with words to just for lack of better terms, why we don't have OG contributors showing up for our meetings like before. I know that sometimes meetings are not the total place to do some arrangements and some stuff. But in the same way, I feel we can state why the OG contributors as well as our old contributors that have been here from inception are no longer available, because in most cases, how do I put it again? In most cases, it's difficult to have a community, moving forward without the pilots that had originally created the system, right? So I don't know, but something to think about. What can be done better? Are there things that are not going the way they should? What is it, the bear market? Is it an effect of something? I don't know, but just a general thoughts that came to my mind that I feel we can discuss and then see better ways to improve. We need all of us. We need all of ourselves. We need all of ourselves. Yeah, people that have originally started the DAOLationship Guild, and it's just that we still need them, and then for the guild to keep moving forward, just like the way it is. But we still need upper hands, people that have been in the game for a very long time, that can possibly be a go-to point in the times where we might need help with something. Just it's about us.
Yeah, I was wondering why the attendance was low too. And I don't know. I don't know, because from the coordinate sign up, most of the contributions people put up was contributions in meetings and attendance of meetings and venues. So if I think we had around 40 sign-ups for coordinate, and we are less than 20 here. So I don't know. I feel if we can have some form of accountability attendance wise. I don't know. I don't want it to become too rigid where, we'll have members missing out on coordinate because they could not attend any meeting. But if everybody is willing and ready to accept the proposal, it's something we can propose. Maybe 2 meetings in a month, or even if it's 1 meeting, we can make it as low as one meeting. And before you are eligible to sign up for coordinate, we can be notifying and be checking that people attended meetings, at least 1 in a month, to qualify for coordinate. I don't know if would be willing to put that into our document, and if the members would be willing to do that. So we won't just have inactive members just coming and signing up for only coordinate without attending the meetings, contributing, and knowing what is actually going on in the guild. So what do you guys think about that?
Yeah, also, to add to that, sorry, Anointing. To add to
Go
that,
ahead.
I will advise probably you could those major contributors that you spoke about. I guess Jadris was part, etc. Probably you could come up with their names and we could reach out to them as to what's up, what's the issue, why we are no longer having them in the meeting. Probably it's the beer market, or probably they no longer have time, etc. So yeah, you can just probably we could draft that together. I guess there was you were trying to like make us come up with the meeting as role holders so we could discuss the progress. Probably we could do that, drafting the names and reaching out on solutions on. We could do that on the meeting. I don't know. That's just my suggestion. We could reach out to these people and ask them what the problem is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just to clarify, members like OG members like Jaris didn't even sign up for Coordinate. It's not even part of the people I'm talking about. I'm talking about others that signed up for Coordinate. I mean, some are even new members. I'm just seeing the name for the first or the second time, and I'm not sure that in the course or the attended course, and we've not had any way of keeping records of those that have been attending calls and contributing within the guild. So if we can come up with something like that just for some form of accountability. Yeah.
Yeah. So, in the other hand, I see that attendance for this ongoing meeting is currently empty. So, there is no way to know who attended for this and who attended for the last term, but it's not the area that I want to say anything about. Maybe we can start off with, maybe, I don't know, but just to be sure, if we have something like um, criteria for being an active contributor in the relationships. I personally, for once, know that the relationships can be very confusing. It can be tiring, especially when you are not in the relationship space, especially in the industry. You are not in partnership sector or have something to do with any type of relationship management or human resources. It can be overwhelming, or when you don't have the skill sets that requires for it. But it's always easy to. Okay, so trying to get coordinate is okay. So these are most points that we need to get started with, right? So this is one of the reasons why I was asking if we can do an evaluation. So we are 1 month past already in season of the relationships, and yet we are yet to have some role holders attend meeting, share updates on what they've been working on, help us learn. Um, you know, no, but I'm just being very careful with my words, right? But if you say go point blank, go straight to the point, I would say that we need to evaluate our processes. We need to weigh ourselves, starting from the people who are champions in the guild or the department, people who are considered answerable in some sort of position. And then if we get going with that, we can figure out how to say anything with in regards to active membership, how to track the talents that enter relationships, what is the talent tracking procedure, because if we don't do most of those things, it's going to be difficult to get funding from grants committee in season 7 for the coming seasons. So putting those measures in place can be very helpful. I don't know, I don't want to names that could be helpful in helping us with this, but if you don't know possible way, suggestions, that's why we're here. It takes someone to make an observation and then start carrying out actions that can bring about change in this area. So you wouldn't want relationships to die off. You wouldn't want to have contributors and builders, get out of the relationship space here in BanklessDAO. You wouldn't want to show up in a meeting and find only 3 persons, which are probably role holders. It does not show growth. It does not show progress. Neither does it show success in the whatever we're building. And then so many things, structures that should be working seem to not be working fine. So I personally took a break in getting the CRM. I knew that they okay, let me not go to that area, but just to be aware, activities need to have been going on in the CRM page, but it looks as though nothing is happening there because maybe no one is doing anything. We do not have any specific person that is doing anything. I'm not sure about it, but these are just few of my observations. These are a few of the things I like to talk about and say, how can we possibly make this thing work? Because if we do not make it work, at some point, everyone will go their way, and then we don't have so much to offer in the coming season, right? So I guess it's best to start talking about solutions to what looks like a problem, right? At the very start of it.
Okay, Jim, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So thank you very much, Anointing. I think that's a very good idea because personally I've been in the relationship guild for a while now, since last season actually. But I can't, if I'm picked and asked that, okay, what exactly is, I know it's about, like more or less about relationship, inter guild, and inter DAO and relationship and all of that. But particularly where exactly I can fit in, where exactly I can boldly say I contribute, sort of, it's quite it's quite difficult. So now I think, yeah, while it's a good idea to get in, coordinate, and worrying about attendance, I think I'm also uh, helping folks understand fully where they can contribute. Because one thing I majorly know the relationship for is that I know that every week, I think on Wednesdays also, they run demos, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so uh, and I know that I attend meetings, but I've not really, maybe it's on my part really because I've not really maybe been very very persistent about it, but ways I can contribute so that it will be much more than just me attending meetings and all of that. And then finally, I think was it last week or when that I think Anointing Thompson, yes, you organized a session on a kind of I think I will describe it, but it's on what the relationship is about and all of that. I think it's probably going to be a weekly stuff or so. But things like that, and it's basically helping people understand that okay, even if you're not a role holder, if you're just coming into the relationships, this is where you can get plugged in. This is how you can do this and that. So yeah.
Thank you for pointing that out, King IBK, because if you do not call out the problem, there is zero chance of solving it. So we need to understand what the problem is before you say you're gonna solve it. I'm getting a lot of information as well in the chat box, so you guys can follow along, drop in from Ernest. I don't know, but I would have loved if Ernest could have unmuted his mic instead of typing, because I believe there is so much in when he's saying than when he's typing, right? So all of these things could be, we could probably get the full gist on what you are writing down, but it's okay though if you are not in an environment. Okay.
No, I can. It essentially, right, in the DAOLationships Guild, there's kind of like two aspects, right? On one hand, we learn the soft skills to build reciprocal relationships, and then on the other hand, we learn the hard skills of how to like track and manage those relationships so that other, members of the DAO can, find opportunities, can emerge through those relationships. And so I I've never been a talent scout or in the talent coordination role. I've always wanted to like learn that because I don't feel very comfortable, updating the CRM yet a whole lot. I got to be really careful when I do it. But essentially, like as a talent scout, what you're saying is, yeah, I'm here to update the CRM, learn how to do that. I'm here to, learn how to build DAOlationships. And then at the end of my talent scout, learning, I should be able to go to other projects. I should be able to generate, potential business leads out of the CRM. Maybe other structures within the DAO, right? Like list of DAOs might need help learning how to use the CRM. And so, you help facilitate those relationships. But that's the main, like, what we do and how we do it is this CRM is that tool. And it may look like something different in the future, but we have no idea how long that's going to take. And right now, this is the place that has the most information about how to create, future opportunities, no matter where you're at in the DAO.
That's super helpful. Just to add some points to what I've initially said about code. I mean, I don't know how to put it. For lack of better terms, the community builds some sort of code. It's a DAO-wide stuff. It's not basically only DAOlationships, but most of the areas that I don't know, I wouldn't say I would love, but in other words, I would love the talent part to highlight more, because this is one of the things that kept me in DAOlationships, right? So first time I joined DAOlationships with Yuffie, trying to run some onboarding sections, I probably learned that I could go get a partnership deal, sell, with any of the products we have, bring an AMA home or something that could bring revenue back to the DAO. I get to take 5% or 10% thereabouts. So most of those informations could be captured in the onboarding process and let the contributors or the builders that are coming in understand that these are probably ways that we can start learning how to do a relationship, right? Diplomats into different other organizations to secure relationships and partnerships that can be helpful potentially. Yeah, that's just some sort of relief in what I was thinking. But then we can throw more light on the partnership and the aspects of the relationships that you can get a partnership or bring in an AMA or bring in any opportunity that can get you fund payment. And then it was get an AMA worth $5,000 and you get $500, I guess. That was then, but I've not been following up on that area. But this is some area that could be super helpful with sensitization aspects. That's what I specifically meant with that. But then I am glad we are discussing all of this. But stuff like this would help us know where we need to improve and where we need to do more. But I personally would take it as a task. So we have with TM where we have, I don't know, I'll see how possible to ping and check up, as well as the talent board as well. It can be something doable for you guys. Take time to reach out to the members that you have already onboarded. This is one thing I do with Writers Guild. I take out time to, sorry for making references, but I see it as something that can be very helpful in retaining talents as well. Checking up on them from time to time. It's not like it's a must do, but at your leisure, you can try to check up on them and know what they are currently working on. Are they still in the space? What's the problem? What's making them cold? 2 weeks we've not seen you. That's basically member care and all of that. So this stuff could help us, have people that feel home and feel that they are being cared for here in the relationships as much as we are trying to build relationships. So most of those things are stuff we discussed in the educational sections, which is why it's super helpful. Super helpful. All right. I'm just gonna mute my microphone. I don't know if they're say.
All right, thank you for that, Ernest and Anointing. So basically, we should look at getting more opportunities for members to become more active, DAOLationship wise. I think that's the best summary to all we've discussed so far. That if when we do that, we see no improvement in attendance, because actually it's quite strange to have over 40 members for coordinate and just a few members attending meeting. I think it was similar last week too. We had less than 20 members attend the meeting. Maybe we would keep track of the attendance for this month and see if there is improvement, one. Then two, also discuss more about those measures that we can use to improve member activeness within the guild. So it makes sense. Let's see what we can do about that. So any other contribution or question from anybody?
Just to add to what you have said, I basically think that the attendance section for this weekly things should be filled in with the builders and contributors that we have here. And of course, maybe going forward from next week, we'll try to see possible ways to stream with Greg and provide recordings and to get going and help us understand, because sometimes the agenda does not capture all of the things that we have already discussed. I don't see where notes are being taken here. Not to impose jobs on anyone, but what needs to be done has to be done correctly. just a few ways to capture attendance. There just you look at the top, you see who comes in and when they leave, and that's why we have backup. I'll try my possible best to get the backup for education board, working with this as well. We capture the number and attendance of people who show up for the education sections and people who are actually. So, for instance, if we are saying that we are tracking active membership from meeting attendance, probably we should take attendance, right? Probably we should take attendance, which we have been doing in the past.
Sorry to cut
Yeah.
you. I do take screenshot. I do take attendance. I do. But
Okay.
probably I did for the last this thing. I have the screenshot, so I'm going to update everything. Latest, even today I took attendance, so latest tomorrow, all the attendance should be updated.
Awesome. So I'm going to try my best to make it a point to see how possible we can get recorded. So in case where one of us is not available, anyone can pull Craig in and then get the recordings from Craig. It's going to be super helpful. So we can do most of this. So from the attendance we take, both for education sections, both in the Wednesday sections where we have the most, we can be able to say who is active for the meantime. You can say who is active. So doing cutting up signups, it doesn't become much of a job. We can refer back to the list of the attendance we have from the sections that we've held. So that's it. Back to you, Crown.
Okay. Thank you, Spirited. Thank you, Anointing. And thanks to everyone that has had one or two inputs so far. Then just to chip in the translator. Can everybody hear me?
I can hear you now. You cut out the first time, but I can hear you.
Okay. In the Translators Guild,
I can hear you clearly.
Okay. We have micro rules, such as POAP manager.
Just in case you're saying something, I cannot hear.
So if we can, yeah, please hold on a minute. Let me source my network. Yes, so we have a bounty. A POAP manager. So the primary work of the POAP manager is to monitor the attendance of the meetings and issue POAPs, attendance POAPs, design and issue POAPs to the members that attend the meeting. So if we can do that and get that running, one, and relate that to our BCAS tag, maybe when you have so amount of POAPs, you have the BCAS tag, and also when you have, say, maybe 2 POAPs in a month, you qualify for coordinate. So we can do that to ensure participation in meetings and also participation in the guild in general. So I don't know what you guys think about that, and if you think it won't be too much of I don't know.
Yeah, basically we have support rules. Everyone So from what Ernest is typing, said everyone needs to be cleared from the builder's tag now so that they can be orient from RSVP into events and all of that. So what's your RSVP to events? But the thing is with search events is that the thing with search events is that anyone can RSVP without attending. I've seen it. It just looks like their names are coming directly from search. I don't know how they do it. Immediately the link is the event is dropping. You see their name on it immediately, but they've not been in the meeting and all of that. But okay, in the aspect of macros, we have support rules already attached to every. So these are basically the learner and apprentice roles. For instance, we have the education apprentice, we have the governance coordinator apprentice, we have the talent scouts. It just we most of these things are attached to the descriptions and the responsibilities for those roles.
Yeah, sure. I understand that aspect, and I just mentioned that as an example that we have someone whose primary job is to ensure he or she takes the attendance, creates POAPs for the people attending, and gives it to them. Then also, that is why I don't find this RSVPing quite reliable, because once you RSVP 2 or 3 events, you have the BCAS tag already. So that is there, and I don't think that is if we want to really monitor the attendance and ensure we have members that qualify for coordinate in coordinate, using the RSVPing stuff won't actually work. So it's up to us, it's up to everybody. Governance is for everybody. I can't just come up with something and say, okay, this is what we want to do. So I want everybody to ruminate over it and think about it well, what they want us to do. Then we can come up with maybe 2 or 3 ideas and propose it to the guild as a pool. Okay,
I like
this is what we've come up with, and this is another option. What do you guys think we should do? How do you guys think we can, get coordinate 1, then 2, improve member participation in the guild?
Well, can I say something?
Please go
Okay.
ahead.
Sure. About the RSVPing and attending of meetings, it could be a good idea actually. It's just that it would actually be more effective if you have someone who is who we can delegate the work to, who probably will be in charge of like taking or checking the list of people who actually RSVP'd to the meeting, and then those actually did attend the meeting. So in that way, once the person compares the list from Sesh or whatever it is, to like create the you know the meeting to RSVP to, and then the actual list of people that attended the meeting. If there's someone who can like compare, you know, the two, then look for those that actually did attend the meeting. I feel it will be more effective also if I implemented that method.
Yeah, thank you, Sylvester. Any other person has an addition, and looking forward to see how we can round this up and conclude on what we really want to do, and the direction which we want to go.
It's not like I have anything else to add there, but we've covered a lot. So, okay, let me just read out what Ernest had already typed. If folks have their Discord names and Notion names to match, it is easy to identify attendees to put that data from Notion, but if folks don't have their names matching, you can't easily export. So, one of the good things that Links had already said, so for easy reference on Notion, So hence you have a Notion account, I guess, a profile on Notion. You have to make sure your name on Notion matches your name on Discord. So I had to change my name from on Notion earlier this season to match my name here on Discord, so that when you tag me, it's easier for me to get tagged on Notion. So I think it's something that is doable for everyone here in this call. Please try to do it. It's more like an action item from this meeting, so that we can be able to ping every single person, to attach a single attendee for every meeting, every call. So in so doing, we can pull out the information of who attended meetings, who did what on Notion, and what they did, right? So just part of what the next said. So, but then let's just try to be mindful of people's time as well. We have 3 more minutes, but
Yeah, thank you, Annette. I think that call to action speaks to me directly because my Notion name is actually my Gmail. It's not the name with my Discord handle. So I'll do that, and I would also announce in the announcement channel for every member to try to do that too. Since we want to take that route in, tracking attendance, I think it's easier that way. Truly, like Ernest said, we can just tag people and list them out. Like, these are the list of attendees for this meeting, this period.
yeah. So I just shared my screen so I can, I don't know, for people who don't know how to do it, if you can see my screen right now. Quick one before we round it off. This is how you can, change your name. Can you see my screen?
I can see it now.
Awesome. So what you want to do is, from any Notion page, just head to the left, go to your settings.
Everybody see it.
Wondering if everyone can see it, just head to your account, change your preferred name. Just change the preferred name you want to be. So make sure it matches what you have on Discord, and that would be it.
Yeah, I would do mine, and I would I would kind of list the steps to take in the announcement, so folks that don't know how to do it can do it. So let's see how that helps in the first place. Then moving forward, we'll know what to do next. So I'll be looking forward to hear from you, Anointing, and Ernest, of course, on the other measures that was discussed, how we can, put up more educative content to educate members on how they can become more active. So I think that's all for now. Not to take up much time. If any other person doesn't have anything to add, I think we can adjourn the meeting.
Yeah, nothing else from my area, from my side, but I just wanted to know if, because I can't basically remember everything that was discussed. We discussed a lot, and I would like to refer back to the meeting notes that we're taking afternoon. So if there was somehow we can point out to it. But otherwise, thank you so much, everyone. I'm going to hop now. I see a new member, Renegade. Jim. Awesome. Thank you for joining us.
That's me. Hi, guys.
Hi. Okay.
I mean, I'm sorry. I'm actually working as I'm listening, so I'm trying to pay attention and learn as much as I can while I'm working. So I apologize for my disconcerting nature.
All good, all good. We are on top of the hour. We are done with the meeting already. I don't know if another person wants to say anything, but I second Crown's vision to join the meeting to Wednesday. Hopefully.
All right. Thank you, Renegade, for attending, and welcome to the Relationship Guild. We'll be looking forward to hearing from you and, of course, working with you. I'm looking forward to your contributions. So, thank you, everybody, for attending the meeting. It was nice catching up with you all. You all are legends. See you within the DAO over the week. Bye, guys.
Thank you so much, everyone. Catch up later.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Yeah,
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you all. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful day.